Canon cameras are some of the best on the market, but there are so many to choose from that people sometimes have a hard time picking the one they actually need. With that in mind, we've compiled a list of the top 5 best Canon cameras you can find in 2020. We have made sure to include different options for all price ranges as well as different situations they will be used in. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Our first pick on the list of the top 5 Canon cameras in 2020 is the EOS M50. In short, this is one of the best Canons for people who have just stepped into the great world of photography, but it's also great for people who are searching for a high-quality budget camera packed with versatile features. Basically, the best thing about this camera are its fast-action dual-pixel CMOS AF sensor. The viewfinder is quite amazing and the vari-angled touchscreen is very user-friendly and intuitive. We didn't particularly like how it performs when it comes to 4K videos, although it did fairly well capturing photos on this resolution. Let's take a bit closer of a look at its specs and features. First and foremost, Canon's EOS M50 sports a 24-megapixel CMOS sensor that is complemented with the heavily acclaimed DIGIC-8 processor. Frankly speaking, there aren't many entry-level cameras that can capture photos and videos in so much detail as EOS M50 simply because of these two features. Its sensor size measures 22.3mm by 14.9mm and it rocks EOS built-in cleaning system packed with fluorine-coated low-pass filter. Being capable of shooting at 10 frames per second is a pretty big advantage, especially considering how affordable this camera is. However, we did mention that you might encounter minor glitches in terms of shooting 4K videos, namely the 4K mode sometimes lags and in certain cases the camera simply shuts itself off. Be it as it may, this is a software-based error that you can easily override by keeping your EOS M50 updated as frequently as possible. Another very interesting feature is the vari-angle screen. Basically, the screen can swivel up to 360 degrees, allowing you to have a very clear overview of all the features from every angle possible. It really comes in handy in any number of situations, especially for vlogging and taking selfies. Canon's EOS M50's viewfinder is also top-notch. It's capable of registering up to 2,360,000 dots, allowing you to enjoy the most vivid, vibrant colors in your photos and films. Obviously, all Canon cameras are Bluetooth friendly and this model is not an exception. It comes supplied with one of the latest versions of wireless technologies, including Wi-Fi compatibility as well. On the flip side, its exterior is a bit too plain for comfort. Granted, it's very simple to use, but for some it might feel a bit clunky and unwieldy. Overall, the EOS M50 is a perfect camera for beginners and cash-strapped photographers, mainly due to its exceptionally simplified design and controls. Most Canon cameras are pretty teeny and portable, but there are not many models that are both small and powerful as the PowerShot G7X Mark III. Our next pick offers pocket-sized convenience complemented with incredibly strong specs and a broad array of highly versatile features. In comparison to our previous pick, the G7X Mark III sports slightly fewer megapixels, namely it rocks 20.1 megapixel CMOS sensor that features DIGIC-8 processor, just like the EOS M50. Still, this is more than you'll need to shoot incredibly detailed lifelike photos and accurate videos. You'll get to zone in on your target rapidly with the 4.2x optical zoom, and you can rest assured that every time you snap a picture, it will be right as rain due to the OIS technology, Optical Image Stabilizer. Obviously, you'll get to score 4K clips at 120 frames per second and even upload or stream them directly to YouTube if you want. That's just one of the many reasons why Canon's PowerShot G7X Mark III is perfect for bloggers, vloggers, streamers, gamers, and pretty much anyone in need of a compact camera. We don't see the vari-angle display here, but just like the one equipped on the EOS M50, the one G7X Sports can also tilt up to 180 degrees, though. Again, this is great for selfies and shooting pictures or videos at peculiar angles. Connectivity-wise, Canon's PowerShot G7X Mark III sports both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi wireless connections and rocks USB charging mechanism. It comes outfitted with a fully rechargeable lithium-ion battery that can endure approximately 265 shots or 300 minutes of playback. One of the best things about this Canon camera is that it comes packed with a plethora of gratis accessories, including the Canon High Power Flash HF DC2, the wireless remote BRE1 1 controller, USB adapter, battery charger, the NB13L lithium-ion battery, and the interface cable. Furthermore, you'll be able to neatly keep them all in one place with the PowerShot accessory organizer case. We could define the PowerShot G7X Mark III as a compact powerhouse packed with incredibly well-rounded features and accessories that offer tremendous value for the money, even though it is slightly more expensive than average. Whether you're a Canon DSLR enthusiast or a professional photographer looking for the most valuable camera you could get for your buck, we think that you'll find what you're looking for in the EOS 90D. The first thing you'll notice about this camera model is the familiar EOS style design. However, there are subtle improvements on board that were implemented as upgrades over earlier versions, namely EOS 90D rocks an ergonomic grip that offers substantially more reliability while feeling better when held. It sports one of the finest sensors Canon has to offer, the 32 megapixel APC-S. You'll get zero lag 10 frames per second continuous shooting ability with it, and you can rest assured that your photos will look as pristine as technically possible. Moreover, every video clip and photo that you take will be uncropped, which means that you'll have substantially more space for editing afterward. Apart from the high-resolution sensor and the ergonomic grip, what we really liked about this camera is its joystick control. Namely, Canon stuck with the simplified controls, but they've made them much more intuitive and natural to use. All things considered, Canon's EOS 90D is truly a piece of art. It rocks a huge variety of exceptional features, absolutely massive specs, and it's as easy to use as any beginner Nikon camera. The main difference, though, is that the 90D is actually a professional grade model. If you're into the brand and are looking for an upgrade, we recommend that you start your search with EOS 90D. Mirrorless cameras are, by default, slightly better than other camera types for shooting videos. Most top-shelf models feature top-quality phase detection on top of having a decent autofocus, so if this is something you're looking for, you might want to check out Canon's EOS R mirrorless camera. First and foremost, this is a 30.3 megapixel camera packed with a dual-pixel CMOS AF sensor that rocks 8 frames per second shooting speed and 4K movie photo shooting capability. It comes supplied with Canon's RF lens mount, a 3.15-inch vari-angle touchscreen that sports 2,100,000 dots, and the premium quality 5,655-point autofocus. Its battery is much stronger than average, as it is capable of taking up to 370 shots on a single charge. Obviously, it's fully rechargeable, and you'll receive a complimentary USB charger. Speaking of complementary features, Canon's EOS R is absolutely laden with gratis goodies. The bundle includes a spacious carry bag and an accessory organizer, Canon's 24-105 lens, a microfiber lens pouch, 2 SanDisk SD cards, one sports 64 GB, the other 32 GB of space, the ER100B neck strap, the cable protector, IFC 100U interface cable, the Altura Rapid Fire wrist strap, and a variety of cleaning tools. Connectivity-wise, Canon's EOS R mirrorless camera sports both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth active connections, just like most camera models that belong to the EOS generation. The one thing that we did not particularly like is that it offers a fairly limited optical zoom, namely 4.3 times zoom isn't anything exemplary, but it will suffice for most conventional situations. Furthermore, this model costs an arm and a leg, which means that most beginners, as well as a good portion of enthusiasts, might not be able to afford it. At the end of the day, EOS R is definitely one of the finest mirrorless cameras available on the market, and it just happens to be one of Canon's flagship models. Needless to say, if you were saving up for a top dollar camera, look no further than EOS R. We've saved the best for last, so now it's time to close down the curtains with EOS 5D Mark IV. You'll see a lot of pretty familiar features built into its construction, but we've chosen it as our best overall pick mainly because it sports a plethora of innovations and improvements. First of all, the EOS 5D Mark IV features a 30.4 megapixel CMOS sensor that was approved to adapt to any kind of lighting ambient. Its ISO range spans from 100 to 32,000 and can be expanded from 50 to 102,400. You'll get the opportunity to shoot amazing 4K videos at 30p and 24p, or you could shoot full HD clips at 60 to 120p. This camera also rocks enhanced and smoother autofocus that is even sharper, more accurate, and more responsive than the one supplied to its entry and mid-price counterparts. Using it is absolutely a breeze, especially since it comes supplied with ergonomic grip padding. Apart from Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, this camera also sports a built-in GPS and direct streaming capabilities, which greatly complement its remarkable low-light performance. It goes without saying that this is the go-to camera for vloggers and professional photographers alike. On the flip side, the only thing that leaves some room for improvement is the image processor, namely, it rocks a slightly outdated DIGIC 6 Plus image processing unit, which is just slightly weaker and less versatile than DIGIC 7 and 8, which we've seen on some of the previous pics. All things considered, EOS 5D Mark IV is a no-brainer if you're looking for quality. It boasts unparalleled image sharpness and 4K video shooting capability. It's very comfortable and easy to use, and it boasts a nearly limitless customization potential. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.